Good morning, students. Welcome to our basic science class. In our last class, we have discussed the end of chapter 1. So, chapter 1 is finished now. Now we are moving to chapter 2. In chapter 2, we are discussing about a very important friend of living things. Not only for living things, this friend is important for non-living things also. And this friend is helping us in many activities. It plays a very important role in our daily life. I hope you know our chapter 2. Chapter 2 is about water, life-giving water. In today's video, we are going to discuss about water and its properties. So at the end of today's video, you will be able to describe the properties of water. Properties of water. Let's go to the topic. Here we can see some news headlines from newspapers. Water is so important. That's why water fills the news columns in many of the days. Even if there is rain, it comes in the paper. If there is no rain, if it is drought, if it is flood, and if it is storm, thunder, isn't it? All these things are coming in the newspaper, and these things are related to water. So water is very, very important. What are the uses of water? Very difficult question, right? I know all of you can answer that question. Water is used for many different purposes. Just think you're waking up in the morning. The usage of water starts from that moment, isn't it? You'll wash face, brushing, drinking, making tea, cooking, washing vessels, washing clothes, and for agricultural purpose there are many uses of water. So in this chapter we are going to discuss more about water. As you know, it is a rainy season. We should get enough water in these days. So studying about water is important here. Let's see more about water. So there are many uses of water. Shall we use anything other than water for these purposes? For drinking, for washing, for bathing? It's not easy to replace water with something else, isn't it? Let's see some examples of uses of water. Look at the pictures. You can see there are many uses of water. If I'm asking you to write 5 uses of water or 10 uses of water, you can do it easily. Let's see some properties of water and their uses based on it. There's a table given in your textbook. These are the properties of water. The first property, dissolves substances. Dissolves substances. Water can dissolve substances. If you want, you can add sugar into water and mix, it will dissolve. Salt into water and dissolve. Food color, watercolor, isn't it? There are many things that can be dissolved in water. So water is good for dissolving substances. It is also known as universal solvent, which we are going to discuss in today's class itself. Wait and see. Next one, water can flow. Water can flow from one place to another. If you are observing rivers, in the river the water will be flowing from one place to another. If you are taking a glass of water and pouring it down, water will flow down. And water can flow from the higher region to the lower region. Next is it can carry heat. It can conduct heat. Heat can pass through the water. Water can carry heat. Because of that property, we can use water for cooking. We can use water for cooking. The next one has no definite shape, takes the shape of the container. Water has no definite shape. It takes the shape of any container it is in. If we are taking the water in a round shaped ball, the shape of the water will be round shape. If you are keeping it in a rectangle shaped box or container, the shape of the water will be in rectangle shape. So there is no proper shape for water. Isn't it? That's a property of water. So based on that property, what is the use? Can be collected in vessels of different shapes. Water can be collected in the vessels of different shapes and situations in which it is used. So write one situation in which it is used. Then exists in solid, liquid and gaseous state. Water is existing in solid state, liquid state and gaseous state, three different states. What is the situation in which we are used based on the solid, liquid, gaseous property? One is by using steam, we can make steam cake. So we can make puttu by using the steam cake we can make in our home based on the property of changing water into steam. So you have to write one situation in which water is used based on the different states. So there are many properties of water we have seen. It can dissolve substances, it can flow, it can conduct heat, there is no fixed shape, it appears in different states, different physical states like solid, liquid and gas. Okay, so these are the properties of water. So the properties of water we have seen. Water can dissolve substances, it can conduct heat, there is no definite shape for water, and water comes in different physical states like solid, liquid and gas. And the properties of water and uses according to that we have seen. Now let's discuss more about the first property. Substances can be dissolved in water. Substances can be dissolved in water. Solubility property of water. Is it possible to dissolve all the substances in water? No, right? There are some substances which is soluble in water, but some substances will not dissolve in water. For example, sugar, salt, these substances can be dissolved in water. Substances like sand, rice powder, these things will not dissolve in water. So we are going to check which are the substances that can dissolve in water, which cannot dissolve in water. Do all substances dissolve in water? Let's check the solubility of substances. Some substances are soluble in water and some substances are insoluble in water. Let's see a table of substances which are water soluble and which are water insoluble. To complete the table, here I am giving a list of things which is already mentioned in your textbook, page number 23. Take salt, sand, sugar, kerosene, coriander powder, potassium permanganate, sugar candy, chili powder, coconut oil, blue vitriol, that is hydrated copper sulfate, stone and glycerin. So take these things and add water to them separately and check the solubility. So when we are checking the solubility, some of these things may be new to you. Salt is common salt used in our kitchen. Sand will be available. Sugar will be there in your home. Kerosene, manana, coriander powder, potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate is available in medical shops, so you can go and ask for potassium permanganate. You will get a small box of potassium permanganate and you can check it. Sugar candy, chili powder, coconut oil, blue vitriol or hydrated copper sulfate. Blue vitriol, in Malayalam we will say turishal. So blue vitriol may be available in your area. If it is available, you can try, otherwise you can leave blue vitriol from this list. Stone and glycerin also available in medical shops. So these are the list of things we have to take to conduct the experiment of solubility. So some of them are soluble and some of them are insoluble. So you can do this experiment, you can check their solubility and complete the table. Now let's watch a video about solubility, and in this video we are going to check what is a solution what is a solute and solvent. So remember these three words: solute, solvent and solution. At the end of the coming video, you must be able to explain what is solute, what is solvent and solution.
Hey Jimmy, what are you doing dressed like this?
Ha ha! Today I am a magician and I will show you some magic tricks. Look at this water. I am going to perform my magic. Abracadabra! Abracadabra! Now this is magical water. It will vanish anything that I mix in it. See what happens when I add salt to it. The salt vanished.
Now vanish this. Can I tell you something? The salt has not vanished. It only got dissolved in water. When salt is mixed in water, its particles separate and go in between the particles of water.
See? The same happens when I mix sugar in water. It dissolves.
You are right. When the sugar has dissolved into the water, it forms a sugar solution. See, we take water. It is a solvent.
So the medium in which another thing is mixed is called a solvent.
Yes, you are right. Look at this green powder. It is the solute. The solute is added to the solvent.
Then we mix it.
Yes, you made a solution. In our sugar solution, sugar is the solute and water is the solvent.
So, a solution is a mixture of solvent and solute.
Absolutely right, Jimmy. You are a genius boy. Now let's try making another solution.
This time I will try sand in water. Okay, let's try again. Why is this not making a solution?
Because not all solutes will mix with the solvent.
When I make sandcastles on the beach, the wave comes and the sand from my castle mixes with it.
Yes, Jimmy, but that does not mean sand dissolves in water. The waves just wash it away. If the solute is water-loving and it dissolves, then it is soluble.
Like salt and sugar.
But if the solute is water-fearing and does not dissolve, then it is insoluble, like we just saw sand.
Now you have watched the video. Now let's see what is a solute, solvent and solution. A substance which dissolves is called solute, and that in which the solute dissolves is called solvent. A substance which dissolves is called solute. In a sugar solution, sugar will be the solute, and in which the solute dissolves, in which the sugar dissolves, is called solvent. So water will be the solvent. So solute plus solvent will be equal to solution. Solution is that which is formed when solute dissolves in a solvent. In sugar solution, sugar is the solute and water is the solvent. Both of them together known as solution. There are some solutions of water and gas also. Oxygen is dissolved in water and fishes are breathing in that water. You have learned that before. You have seen that in your lower classes. You have seen that topic in your lower classes. So now you have observed the dissolution of certain solids and liquids in water. Gases also dissolve in water to give solutions. For example, soda bottle. If you are taking any fizzy drinks means the drinks which produces bubbles when we are opening the bottle. So when we are opening the fizzy drinks, bubbles will be seen, especially in soda bottle or Coke or an Ape Fizz. When you open these bottles, you can see bubbles are coming out. These bubbles are carbon dioxide dissolved in water under high pressure. And we have heard that fishes are breathing underwater. They are breathing the dissolved oxygen in water. Dissolved oxygen in water. So there is solution between gas and liquid also. In your textbook page number 23, you can see two tables. One is to complete the table writing separately the soluble and solvent in each solution. The list is given there and you can complete the table. If you want, you can add more into that and you have to copy the table into your notebook. So that's all about today's topic. So now we can see, now you have seen some of the properties of water. Water can dissolve substances and solute and solvent both are there in a solution. Water can flow, it can carry heat, it has no fixed shape, takes the shape of the container, it exists in solid, liquid and gaseous state, and there are some substances which are soluble in water, some are insoluble in water. Gas also can soluble in water. Okay, that's all from today's topic. That's all for today. I hope you understand this topic, water and its properties. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in our live section. Do the follow-up activity. Thank you. Have a nice day.